All right, well, we're going to get started up, and we'll see if Roy, the boy Pasarathanath, is going to join us in a moment. So, what are we playing here in Pioneer? We're playing a little bit of red-green Pummler. So, what is this deck? Well, we're centered on this card, Electrostatic Pummeler. When it enters the battlefield, you get 3 energy counters. And when you spend 3 energy counters, you double the power and toughness of Electrostatic Pummeler, where X is equal to its power. So what do you want to play with that? Well, you want to play cards that pump the power, like Collision Colossus. Specifically, Colossus gives it +4, +2, and Trample. Ghor-Clan Rampager also has the Blood Rush ability, which means you can discard it to give +4, +4, and Trample. And Become Immense gives +6, +6 for the low cost of 1 mana if you have the Dell. And Blossoming Defense enables us to give it hexproof to protect it from our opponent's removal. Now, along with that, we're playing some of the energy package. We've got Attune with Aether, banned from Standard, Harness Lightning, and Longtusk Cub and Voltaic Brawler, as well as Bristling Hydra on the high end as a different way to win the game, and Hazoret the Fervent as further beatdown. Surrounding that, we've got a little bit of ramp. Attune with Aether also makes it a little... I can't do that the whole time. And Roy has decided that we've got a weird transformational sideboard here with Rampaging Ferocidon, Glorybringer, Banefire, and more land count in order to burn our opponent out. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to use that, but I guess I'll figure it out as I go along. So let's hop into a league here. And we've got 3 hours and 50 minutes to play this league. Shouldn't take more than 2 with this very aggressive... actually, this is probably the only deck that I have going. Yeah, good. Okay, cool. I've started in with the wrong deck before, so... And I don't know who's going to actually be following this or watching this or whatever, but I was absent the entire last week due to one of my grandmothers was sick and in the hospital, so I had to go to my grandfather's place and take care of him. And I probably could have streamed, but I really didn't want to. It was just a really exhausting situation, so hopefully I can get some stuff pumping back out. So here we go. Game 1, match 1. Won the die roll. That's what we want to see. Well, we've got a really, really crappy opening draw here. I'm going to mulligan this. In the words of the great Roy the Boy Pasarathanath, you can do better. Keep that. Ship one of these Bristling Hydras. Good, and let's get rocking and rolling. Tapped Stomping Ground, pass turn. Pass turn. Alright. 2 Aether Hubs. Cool. Opponent could be on Phoenix, JAC. Aether Hub. Do I want to play a naked Longtusk Cub? Yes. It's probably not the best idea. If they're playing a deck that has Lightning Axe as removal, I would really like to have Blossoming Defense. So we're going to sort of infect. We'll play it like this, the infect deck here. Also, most of the removal in Pioneer is 2 damage. And with the second Aether Hub, my Longtusk Cub will have an extra energy counter, which means instead of blowing my Blossoming Defense on pumping or on protecting the Cub, we might actually just be able to use the energy on it there. So we will see what is necessary. What do you got? Wild Slash? 2 Wild Slashes? No, it's not good. Triple Spire Bluff. That is efficient. Hazoret. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go cracking in first. I'm not gonna pump, just want the extra energy right now. Cool. So we're gonna play Aether Hub, get the extra point of energy, play Bristling Hydra here if they are playing JAC. So I had a game earlier today where it was this kind of opening. The deck ended up being JAC. I'm guessing this is Phoenix or Blue Red Emerge. Both decks we should be decently good against. We'll see. I'm guessing this opponent has never played against Bristling Hydra before. This was a standard staple from the Teamer Energy days, but that was a terrible standard, so I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Stamp. What if I pumped it by 1? Huh? What if you had possibly no concept of how energy worked? Are you going to scoop? Or do you have a Wild Slash? I mean, it's a totally reasonable... Okay. I'm going to take this as a karma punish to my opponent because they haven't said anything to my hey there, good luck and have fun. It might be because Wizard muted the chat as a default, and I've got a strong stance on that. I think that people should just be more friendly, and we should encourage a system that allows that. Neonate, sure. And Royal Scions. Neither of that is concerning. Cool. So this is okay. So I can give +4/+4 by blood rushing my Ghor-Clan Rampager, and if I want to crack in with Hazoret, I can also do that by pitching Blossoming Defense this turn. I think it's okay to kind of go shields down, so we're gonna go Hazoret. Just knowing the kind of shape of the average deck list that my opponent is likely to be playing, we're going to do that, and we're just going to jam in with everything. So my opponent's taking a minimum of 9 here, which puts them easily in lethal next turn. Do want to keep up most of my energy here to either make my Hydra hexproof or to boost my Longtusk Cub. Should have an easy kill here next turn though. I'm gonna pitch whatever I draw to Hazoret, unless it is a pump spell, and then we blood rush my Ghor-Clan Rampager on one of my attacking creatures. One of my judge friends is asking about taking their cars to the airport, so. So he's got another. They've got another blocker, but I have the ability to give my creatures trample, so that's not really a concern. Looks like we've got this one locked up. Yeah, that's gonna be game for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Super. Really? Huh. I don't. Yeah. Okay. So I think we're going to do this. Pitch that. Think that's all that's necessary? Yeah, that's all that's necessary. And then they're very, very dead. So we're against blue-red here. I've got this weird transformational sideboard, so I don't know how much of any of this is useful. Bonecrusher Giant is a terrible removal spell for Insolent Neonate. I guess Rampaging Ferocidon would be okay, but it doesn't really seem good. Glorybringer is alright, but it's way up the curve. I guess there's nothing wrong with some Glorybangers. They have mostly removable creatures for it. It does crack in on Royal Scions really nicely. Question is, what do we cut? So, you know what? I think, honestly, the game 1 plan is good enough. Let's just rock it. It's a little high up on the curve for our deck, which immediately, of course, presents me with a hand that essentially has 5 lands in it, but that's okay. So what do we want here? We want to draw a bunch of pump spells / protection. Opponent shocking here would be preferable. Okay, so how hard is it possible for me to curve out? Not really. So we've got one of Hazoret, and deck has decided to spit it out to us both games, but that's alright. Hazoret is an individually powerful magic card, so not something I mind having copies of. And also, there we go, get the camera in the right spot. Sure. Neonate's fine. Yep, so literally no turn 2 play. Not the end of the world, but I kind of don't want to have a turn 3 play here either, because Electrostatic Pummeler played naked is a really bad idea. So I think our first play might actually be on turn 4, but our opponent did not actually successfully do anything last game, so I don't really know what they're on with Insolent Neonate and the rest of the things they played. It possibly is Phoenix, although I don't know why they're playing Neonate in the Phoenix deck. I have a feeling they're doing something weird or unfair, but I have no idea what it would be at this point. Alright, well, with a second Pummeler, I feel that I am incentivized to play out 1, and then see what happens. If they kill the first one, that's fine, because it gives me 3 energy, and makes the second one all the more dangerous. Some of the versions of this deck that I saw that I really liked, playing Rhythm of the Wilds, and the reason Rhythm is really good is it allows your pummelers to come in with haste and uncounterable, so can really give people the business. I think it should be a sideboard card at the middle. Guessing this opponent's deck has to be playing Fiery Temper in 75. Okay, so I can double this twice. So if I was making it 3/3, I could crack in for 12 here. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go in for 1. I'm going to play post-combat Bristling Hydra. But worth noting that I had like kind of close to lethal there. And this turn I would, because you go 3, 6, 12, 24 with 3 doubles. Although I'm not going to gain the energy off the Hydra, so I don't actually have that. Although with the second Pummler I could. So if for some reason my opponent taps out and doesn't kill my Pummler here, then yeah. So if I play another Pummler and they don't block it, I think I can crack in for 24, which they have 1 mana open, which I think doesn't matter. We could. If I draw another pump spell, it's an easy game. So we'll see. If I can double twice with what I have now. That's another Pummler. Well, that's okay. So if I play Blossoming Defense, I just lose that. I'm not super concerned about that because I have Hashep Oasis for next turn. Oh, hold on. I guess I'll just kill you. Cool. So they're literal unsummon. No, they were not. Alright, crack in for 24 and get that kill. This is basically a 2-lander on the draw, so I'll keep that. Okay, slight change of plan. Against that land, I really don't want to get stranded. People are incentivized to remove your Llanowar Elves. So, we're just going to go a little slow and steady here. Oh, against the Esper deck. Sure. So they're going to see what we're up to right away. Tad unfortunate. This is going to be probably one of the tougher matchups for this deck. Really? Okay, so suppose that means our game plan is less exciting here. Literally 0 turn 2 play, which is no good against the control deck. And they surveilled a Hero of Precinct 1, so it looks like they're on some kind of mid-range deck. It's unfortunate they were just going to miss all of our land drops here. Did I say 3-land hit? No, I think that was the previous game. This is a 2-lander. Oh boy. And even if I draw land, do I have anything to play? I don't think that I do. This is one of the concerns I had about this deck list too, is Roy elected not to play more copies of Voltaic Brawler, and I think Voltaic Brawler is definitely a card you should be playing more of in this deck. concern I have at this point is just that everything I play from here is going to get countered or immediately killed, but... So we're going to eat a, probably an Absorb here. Spell Queller. Okay, that's kind of better. Because we have Collision and we have Harness Lightning that both can deal with that. Okay, so they're on some kind of Esper Tempo deck. That's unfortunate. Don't... Okay, good. Okay. If they had bounced their Spell Queller there, it would have been super... Oh, no. They can already... Okay. No, it's already awful, because if I kill their Spell Queller, I don't get my Bristling Hydra back. So they didn't even need to do it now. And we're pretty much dead. In the water? Jesus. Yeah. So they're going to take our Hydra, if they're smart. Hydra is the only thing that kind of really presents any kind of threat that they would be hard pressed to deal with. Yep. So now I get to play this very impotent Ghor-Clan Rampager and pray for his little soul. This is assuming they have 0 pieces of removal. And they can Teferi bounce this Spell Queller to permanently remove my Bristling Hydra and draw a card. Or they can do it to my guy. Yeah. So we're just not going to have a chance here, I think. So this, yeah, Hero's fine. Disinformation Campaign. Wow, so they're just playing like the old standard deck plus some Pioneer cards, huh? Alright. So if somehow I can attack one time with Ghor-Clan Rampager, it's possible we'll be in an okay spot. But I'm assuming that I'm about to get crushed here. So I'm going to take 2. Yep. If they swing with more creatures, I'm actually not going to block them because I think there's a good chance that they have a Fatal Push or something similar. So I don't want to give them a chance to play that with Revolt. I'm going to play a Blossoming Defense on my Rampager because this means I can attack with Hexproof and Trample. Yep. Tyrant Scorn. Gonna bounce it. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. And I think we're just done here. Yeah. So we didn't have any ability to get on board quickly. This is a matchup where Glorybringer is definitely going to be okay coming in off the sideboard with haste. Bonecrusher could also be okay. So that's good. And Fling is clearly going to be rough against Teferi. And I know I definitely need some small amount of removal. And just need to find a couple more cuts. Again, Blossoming Defense probably not so good. And one of the Hydras not so good. You have to be careful about how much I'm upping my curve. I think Hydra's probably really good. Ghor-Clan seems medium. It is +4/+4 and trample for 2 mana though. But I do want 6 for that effect. We'll see what I end up with. So On the play, 1 lander. Gotta ship that. 3 check lands. Sure. I mean, this is awful, but pitch 1 Harness Lightning and keep that. So that's, I mean, this is a tremendously bad draw. I'm going to credit that to all of this to negative karma on my side, because I forgot to wish my opponent good luck and have fun. That's the 4th Rootbound Crag. Well, that's just tremendous. I mean, you can't write that, you know? If I was to come up with the worst conceivable hand that this deck could draw, this would definitely be up there. And from the side of the aggro deck, I missed a stomp there. I really should have stomped there. From this, from the side of the control deck, I was playing a lot of blue-white control over this last weekend, and this is like the ideal opening for your opponent, right? They just didn't do anything, you know. They just went land pass, land pass, land pass, and you're just sitting there going, wow, I have all these answers. I will do whatever I choose. Yep, so exactly. They're going to have all the removal in the world. So I guess my one chance here is to draw an untapped land, because I can then hopefully resolve a Bristling Hydra with 0 additional energy, first of all. And they clearly pumped a counterspell there. So they want to counter something on the stack, so I can almost guarantee that they're going to fire off their whatever counterspell they have here, and we're just going to be out of this. And that's fine. I'm not really interested in playing this matchup. Alright. If they have a Teferi follow-up on this, I'm going to scoop. I'm not interested in playing this game. Their deck is just ideally set up for a slow, clunky, useless start here. Hero's fine, but if this is followed with Teferi, 2, 3, yeah, that's it. I'm out. I don't need to see how this game plays out. I know how it plays out. So 2-0-1, 0-2 in another. But as I predicted, we are moving through this league very quickly. And hopefully we can go on to Abzan Delirium, which is a deck that I have a little bit more hope for. And this trophy list is going to reset soon, but hopefully on the next one I'll be able to get at least 1 in Pioneer. I got 1 in Modern in this last season. Alrighty, so opponent panel, let's get in there. Hopefully we're not playing against a blue-white based control deck, because that is going to be miserable. From the perspective of the Infect deck in Pioneer, and basically turning off all of this deck's combat tricks is one of the best ways to beat it. And I was suggesting to Roy that he maybe look into the Feather deck, since that is a similar feeling on this kind of archetype. This is actually a A+ hand. So here's hoping our opponent is playing a sort of interactive Pioneer style deck. J Malloy. If I had to guess right off of this first spell, this is probably Jeskai Ascendancy combo. With this hand, I do not have the highest of hopes, but it's possible that we will be alright. They got an island, not a mountain or plains, so it's possible it's something else, but JAC would be my guess off of the Botanical Sanctum Attune. Could be some kind of blue-green energy deck, but we'll see. PS turn. course, I've used 9 seconds off my clock. My opponent has used 1 minute and 30. Rootbound Crag. I don't really have a reason to wait, so I suppose other than having no secondary threat here, good. So no removal spell, no bounce spell from them. They could be on Lotus Field with no. Okay, so team or something. Dynavolt Tower. Oh, that's okay. That's just yeah. That's terrifying. So what are we gonna do here? Definitely playing Llanowar Elves. Cracking in with my boy Longtusk Cub for 2. Because if they get... So anytime they play an instant or sorcery, they get 2 energy. They can use 5 energy to do 3 damage. So if I have a Harness Lightning, I can pump my Cub twice. If I cast my Harness Lightning. Okay. So as soon as they cast 1 spell, they're going to have enough for that. I think we don't fire anything off. I'm just attacking with both here. If they want to fire off something, I'm going to show them the error of their ways. Glimmer, yep, sure. So they've got 5 and another 2, they've got 7. Oh, that was a mistake, opponent. So if I use this, I cast this, go red green, 0, activate that again. Yeah, so we just crack it for 5 games. And this turn I can pump it up to, so I play the Aether Hub, pump up my Longtusk Cub to a 5/5/6/6, and then I can either activate Hashep Oasis and play Collision, or sorry, play Colossus. I can pitch the Ghor-Clan and the Collision Colossus and crack in for 14 with the Trampling Cub. So we shall see how horribly screwed this opponent is. But if they have Brazen Borrower, we're in trouble. So that's the only consideration. Because if they bounce it, then I really don't have anything to say about that. So hopefully they're not playing the best deck in the world. Alright, so they're going to try to do something here. So they can spend... Okay. So they get the energy. So they go up to 5 and up to 8. So I'm going to give this 4+4, and 8/8. And then I spend 2 energy to make it a 9/9. So they have to have something else. So that gives them another 2. They can currently deal 10. So I gotta go plus. Shoot. Yeah. So they're going to be dealing 12. So unfortunately, there's no way I can get the toughness high enough to survive that. So, yeah. I made a mistake here, I think. If I had left my Llanowar Elves back, I could have cast one more. I really wasn't expecting all of those opts. So that, yeah. And I wasn't really thinking about the way that Harness Lightning interacts with that. So, probably the entire game lost there by just being off by... Oh, they had Magma Spray anyway. So, I think they would have been able to kill it. They would have. Yeah, so, didn't matter. Probably misplayed it, but it didn't matter. Yeah, we're going to scoop out of that one. Okay, so once again, Glorybringer seems good. Llanowar Elf and a Ghor-Clan Rampager will go out. We have Fling for a Banefire, and let's just try that out. One of the things I'm definitely seeing very quickly is that we don't have ways to protect our creatures other than Blossoming Defense. So either the time to pull the trigger on going in hard with a creature is either when you have a Blossoming Defense or they're tapped down. My opponent's taking a while to sideboard. I'm going to hit the washroom real quick. Get some water. Alrighty, let's rock and rumble. So we got Pummler and we've got Ghor-Clan Rampager. This seems medium. 4 lands and yeah. So one of the concerns, again, that I have about this deck is when you look at the curve of it, it's just a lot of 1s, 2s, and 4s. Well, okay, so these aren't actually 4s. So if we're looking at these all as actual pump spells in the 2 slot, yeah, I guess let's keep it. We've got mana, and hopefully that'll be good enough. Yep. Well, that's something. Means I might be casting a turn 3 Ghor-Clan Rampager instead of a naked Pummler. Because the Pummler can go in for 10 with just the Collision Colossus. Yeah, or even more with that. So, cast Ghor-Clan Rampager. Hopefully it doesn't eat counter magic here. 4/4 trample is not the worst thing in the world. It is a beast. He's got no job because he's lazy. He's not lazy. He just likes to smash. He's uneducated, and that's fine. You know, he's making a choice. Magma Spray my elf. Sure, go down card. That's totally fine by me. Dynavolt Tower coming down. Yep. So one of the things is this deck has basically no sideboard, which is a choice to be certain. So I would recommend to Roy that the deck plays a sideboard. Seems to be a good choice to me. Opponent's at 16. We have +7, and then the pummel, so we can make it a 7/7, and then we pummel, so we can deal 14, but then we can actually double twice now. No, we can't. We're not going to have... Yes, we will have enough mana. So, theoretically, we have lethal here. We shall see how that plays out. They only have 2 energy. I'm guessing they're contemplating responding to this now. Nope. Okay, cool. So we're gonna attack 4/5. We do have lethal here. So the question is, if I jam Blossoming Defense, what can they do in response? They could Harness Lightning. Yeah. They won't have any mana yet. Then they can... Yeah, so if they Harness Lightning... They can Harness Lightning in response to Blossoming Defense, and then... I think I just killed them, so... We're going to grip it and rip it here, and hope that my understanding of the way this is all going to play out is functional. My opponent is playing a bit of a brew, something that I have not seen yet, so... I'm not exactly sure what can come out of their deck here, but the ability to... So they play Harness Lightning, they get 2 energy. But then I go Colossus double. Yeah, so they play Harness Lightning here. That's fine. So I let them get their 2 energy. Shoot, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have let that resolve, that trigger. I should have responded to that with a Collision Colossus, then doubled. And then, well, we'll see if they have another spell here. If they do, we're in big trouble. Okay, so double. So now 10-8. So they can deal 7. I can let that resolve. Yeah, okay, cool. And crack in for 24. So I did make a slight misplay there, but got rewarded anyway. The Rampager seems okay. The Llanowar Elves seems okay. Let's cut a Attune, even though it kind of won us the game there. And actually, you know what? I think we cut all the Harness Lightning. Have not seen a single creature from them. And even though it does have some value without that, I think it's probably better to be playing. So removing their graveyard is relevant. Sheltered Thickets are no good here. Bonecrusher could be okay, but they have something like they're playing like Infinite Lightning Bolt deck, so Fling seems good, and I guess a Ferocidon give us more to do on 3. But if we're going to be playing that, we might as well play well-played Bonecrusher. Harness Lightning, though, does give me a sort of Teamer Battle Rage effect, so let's keep 2 of those. Maybe better than... No, Fling is good with creatures that aren't Pummler. And then Banefire might come in clutch. So let's get 1 Attune. Yeah. Doesn't accelerate? No. One elf of some kind. 1 Llanowar Elves. Sweet 7th edition Llanowar Elves. So going for that 2/1 with Electrostatic Pummeler. Gonna keep this on the draw. It's super loose, but it does have Attune into Longtusk Cub, so they did a quick keep on their 7. Shock, Tune. We have mostly double greens in this deck, and the double greens are lower on the curve than the double reds, so we're getting the forest first. Hopefully we'll draw the second red along the way. Since I don't currently need either, I guess I could get the second red source with the reasoning that the green source is more likely to be drawn, but that's not the way we're playing today. I wonder if they're digging for green mana. I'm going to fire off this Longtusk Cub to try to eat some removal. It's not great, but because we know that their sort of primary removal spell is Harness Lightning, so which can definitely remove it. Yeah, so I'm going to let that go, unfortunately. Got triple Bristling Hydra, which probably is a problem for the deck, so hopefully we get to play Pummler, draw land. Okay, that's sort of close. It's land adjacent. We're going to get the mountain here. So hopefully next turn I get to play a Pummler. It's going to eat a removal spell or a counter or something, and give us a bunch of energy for our Bristling Hydras, which will come out and just start really crushing. Okay, yeah. So is this going to be Dynavolt? They do not have it yet. Okay, that's some decent news. Stomping Ground is good news. I'm going to shock this in. I'm not super concerned about my life total. I sort of want to represent that I have a way to protect this. They of course don't, but they don't know that. It doesn't look like they're playing any counter magic or anything like that. Negative spray. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. So Pummler gave us a bunch of energy though, and the energy is going to feed our Hydras. So one of the things that I'm going to take issue with on this list is this list has no way to give a Pummler haste. So it almost seems like the Hydra is going to be the better threat almost all the time. Hydra coming in. Do they now have a counter, or are they going to fire off a Glimmer here? I do love the card Glimmer of Genius. I'm actually kind of a big fan of what their deck is doing. I don't know if it's actually any good in Pioneer, but I'm a fan of it. It's neat. It's everything I wish I was doing in this format. Sinister Sabotage. Yeah, that's a card. It's a little unfortunate. So they are actually playing some level of counter magic. But their Dynafold Tower is going to be super impotent against a Bristling Hydra if we get to resolve one. I'm actually going to play another Hydra next turn. Hopefully they don't have counter magic, but if they do, then I'm going to play Ghor-Clan Rampager after that, and maybe Glorybringer after that, until something starts resolving, because I really want to sandbag at least one Hydra. I really want a Hydra to resolve. Hydra, I think they don't have any outs once there's a Hydra on board with a Mountain of Energy. This was definitely a problem for some of these control decks. In Standard at the time, is just that a lot of the threats out of the energy deck were just very difficult to deal with, and energy being a sort of mana-less mechanic was particularly problematic. So they have another one? Oh, they've got Glimmer. Perfect. So that's real bad news for them, because I don't think they can kill me very quickly. I think they're playing a very fair game plan, which again is a reason that I like that deck that they're playing. It's just all about this fair, grindy, Dynavolt Tower sort of plan. They probably have some number of sweepers, which again are not good against this deck. Unless they've got something sick like Hour of Devastation here, which I really doubt. Yeah, so this looks pretty over. Because I'm going to fire up a Glorybringer, and even if they can remove that, my Hydra is just going to kill him pretty quickly. I hate to see it. It's kind of no contest from here on out as long as they don't have something crazy that I'm not thinking that they can be playing. Yeah. Okay. Opponent's been taking on a lot of random decisions, so I think I fire this off now. So that resolves. Yeah, I just have infinite sort of gas in the tank on this. Oh boy. Really taking your time over there, huh? Me with no music to listen to. There we go. Okay, so attack with all. Kill you. Yeah, Gearhulk's actually totally fine. Yeah. So you kill my Glorybringer. Is it totally fine? Might not be totally fine. How much is that going to deal? I need to be able to give my Hydra trample. So that makes it 15. I can boost it to 16, 17, 18. So I have exactly lethal. Cool. Neat. Kill you. Neat. Alright, so there is a game win with our boy, the Hydra. So they weren't playing any counter magic. That really helped us out. So Torrential Gearhulk with a terrific 2-for-1 there, but was not close to enough because we had the not blossoming defense, Become Immense. So I think Become Immense might be something you might want 2 copies of in this deck as well. It's another reason I think Voltaic Brawler and possibly Thud should be inclusions. This is a pretty crappy hand, even on the play. I'm going to ship this. We can do better. And we did. Sure. I'm going to ship this Aether Hub, I think. Not particularly interested in that with this hand. Yeah, okay. So we're hoping our turn 1 health survives here. We can play a turn 2 Pummeler, and then if we draw a removal spell, or not a removal spell, a pump spell, we're in business. That's a relatively good. Okay, so that's a better turn 2 than a naked Pummeler, because we're going to play Attune. We're going to get a forest. We have a pump spell in our land, and I'm going to play a creature that can eat a fatal push here. Then there's a good chance they're going to play a creature. Probably have a Mutavault, or no, okay. They just maybe didn't have a turn 1 play. Don't thought seize me, bro. No, push is fine. I mean, sorry. Yep, knight is also fine. So, play this semi-naked Pummeler. The next turn, I don't have enough mana for everything, which is a tad unfortunate. Really isn't any way you could. I don't have enough energy for everything either, so hopefully they're just cracking in and pumping here. That would be ideal. Murderous Rider? Yeah. No. And we don't have a blossoming defense or anything there. Yeah. Alright, so yeah. That's a card. And another knight. Sure. Yeah, that's a pretty colossally bad draw. Do I need to kill the pack rat for if they make another one? Not really. What I need to do is draw a Hydra or otherwise. Shoot. Yeah, I just clicked through that. I mean, we would be up or they would be down a Harness Lightning here, but I guess this isn't the end of the world. It doesn't block a knight. I guess that was like just obviously incorrect. I should have left all of my elves up because they can block, but I'm being a good Magic player, quote unquote. Okay. Not in the reading cards camp of players. Opponent cannot currently give his creatures Death Touch, so we're just going to go cracking in. Possibly gave us a opening to take a win here. If I have a copy of, if I top deck a copy of Collision Colossus or similar. So what am I taking here? 6, 7, 8, or 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's fine either way. And then actually, I have them dead on board, assuming that they don't play a blocker. Although, oof, yeah, it is pretty much impossible. But there's actually a number of ways that I just win, just steal this here. So yeah, that wouldn't be enough depending on what I draw. If I draw a Fling, no, Fling doesn't do it. It's got to be Trample. So Ghor-Clan Rampager, or oh, okay, does that do it? I think it might. So red 1. Yeah, deal that. Sure. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And then you for green, green 1. Sacrifice a desert. Yes. 8, 8. Huh. Just randomly punked out my opponent here. And if they have a fatal push, it doesn't matter. Huh. Alright. Well, opponent playing a pack rat version of mono black, and they really goofed that one up and let themselves get got. Ferocidon and Bonecrusher seem great in this one. So we got 7 potential board ins. Not sure what's coming out here. Ghor-Clan seems less than good. I feel like cutting Pummler is the right thing to do. Almost definitely not, but Brawler is no good. And Attune. So what would the appeal of keeping Pummler here be? I guess Fling is less good than Pummler as long as no, it's actually kind of better. Yeah. I don't know. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna mull that. I'm gonna keep that. Gonna bottom one of these 3 Harness Lightnings. Close up champion. Sorry, I'm just getting my boy Roy on here. Scrappy's fine. Okay, top deck the land. Oh, there we go.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Roy. Well, we're in match number 4 with the red-green Pummler deck.
Sweet. How's it been so far?
So it's currently 2-1. Playing against Mono Black, I punked them out in game 1 because they made a really goofy decision. Although there's a lot of choices in this list I take issue with. A lot.
Like what?
So the lack of something like what's it called? Rhythm of the Wild, or some way to give the Pummler haste, means the Pummler is like really medium in some of the matchups. Yeah. Well, it's not it's not that it's vulnerable. It's just that there's only 4 spells that give it hexproof or shroud. So it's really hard to get it going. Although there was a game where I cracked in with it for 24. So
damn.
Yeah. I don't.
How did it get to this? Presumably it was a 6/6 at some point.
I gotta watch the tape basically because I don't remember exactly how it went down, but there was the best part about that was I don't think that was as big as it could have gotten because I think I had to respond to one of my pump spells by pumping it again and then pumping it multiple times. I think that was that situation. But anyway, yeah. So,
do you think Ranger's Guile has a place in this deck?
Which one?
Ranger's Guile.
What is that?
Blossoming Defense, but it's +1/+1.
Yeah, probably.
It's from M15.
Can you see? Did I screen share? No, I didn't yet. There we go.
No, I'm just following along on stream.
Yeah. No, let's get you up to speed. Well, this is gonna suck. I guess I block here because otherwise they just make me sack it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is a mulligan, this 6 that was like not great to start with. I bottomed to Harness Lightning and drew more Harness Lightning.
Oh no.
I would really like to see a build of this that had more Voltaic Brawlers. I've been finding like the 2 slot is kind of weak.
Lacking?
Yeah. But I'm not exactly sure how I would massage it out. I would have to take a good hard look at this. I just sort of played it as you had it. I'm just going to fire this off now.
Wait, is this the list that I came up with?
Yeah.
Holy crap. I didn't think you were actually going to play it.
Hell yeah.
Dear God.
Your sideboard has been really useless.
Sideboard was not made considering that you'd actually play the deck.
My bad, I didn't know.
I'm just surprised. Well, yep.
Yeah. So, but it's been surprisingly okay. Although, like, I feel like 2 of my opponents have been pretty bad.
Have you had a transformational plan into a mid-range deck yet?
Nope. I didn't really know I was supposed to take out. That was the problem. This was the first time where I kind of did that, where what I did was I took out all of the pummelers.
Yeah, that's what I would take out.
Because Bristling Hydra just got me all the way on the previous game, so I was like, let's do that. We're just struggling to draw our third land here, which is it's a 20 land deck, so that's not unexpected. I'm gonna blow up their Mutavault here.
Yep.
But it's generally been a blast. Like I was playing like red green prowess right at the beginning of Pioneer too, and that was like it's just a blast to play these kind of decks where you just occasionally kind of aggro
What was the
combo
green
kill.
for?
What was the green for? No, Tarkus Command.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It was a Tarkus Command with Dreadhorde Arcanist.
Okay.
Yeah, because then you immediately flash it back.
Flash it back.
Yeah. So with multiple prowess creatures, that becomes like a really disgusting amount of damage, like immediately.
Yeah.
This mono black opponent was playing Pack Rat in their main deck, which was a choice. And then they fired off a Swift End onto my Bristling Hydra, and I had 9 energy up. So I was like,
why?
Because they don't understand
So
what. No, they just don't know Bristling Hydra.
Yes.
Like, to be fair, Kaladesh is almost 3 years ago in terms of what was standard.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
2.5, I think. Is it 3 years ago now? I think it's 3 years ago, like, now.
Okay.
The set that would have been coming out now was Oath. So we're actually 3 months away from 3 years from Kaladesh, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Well. Let's see. If I draw a land, I can crack back for 11 right now, which is not enough, but
at least September 30.
Yeah.
2016. Holy crap.
Oh no, it was a fall set. Oh, that sucks. They had another one. Alright, we're in trouble.
Oh no.
Well, and they also have the... No, they don't. They must have eaten their Bloodsuck champion? Yeah, they did. Well, we're dead. Going into game number 3. Hopefully we have a less miserable hand, though. Like,
I honestly can't remember
pathetic.
what I suggested for the sideboard at this point.
Oh, well, you should look at the glorious 7 lands.
Yeah, that is...
Questionable. Yeah.
I was just filling up the slots and tapped out so I'd have a full sideboard. And I was like, maybe I'd want to turn to a mid-range deck.
Yeah, well, you put in Glorybringers and Bonecrusher Giants, and that was like all kinds of sense-makery.
Okay.
I haven't yet drawn the Fling in the game, but I'm actually prepared to think it's going to be pretty good. The one thing, though, is I think Thud will generally be better in that slot, only because a lot of the time, like, the way you want your game plan to go, you're going to be tight on mana.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so... Let's see. I think I'm good to go to game 3 like this. I guess, you know what, in that game I had the problem that I had too much pump and not enough creatures, so let's bring back a Ghor-Clan Rampager. Maybe Voltaic Brawler, and I'll sub out one...
Harness Lightning?
Yeah, it's just... Well, in that game the Harness Lightnings were great because I basically only removed creatures that weren't going to come back, but I don't think that's not the normal case. Usually the mono black deck is going to play out a lot of creatures that are just going to come back, so... Yeah.
This is keepable?
Yeah, we can keep this. So with these kind of hands, I'm going to play Llanowar Elves on turn 1. Because, 1, I have a follow-up Attune with Aether. 2, if I draw a land, then I'm happy. And 3, if they have a Fatal Push or something here, then I'm happy to use it on Llanowar Elves in this deck, generally speaking. So here I get to go Attune and then Stomp their Knight. And then next turn I get to play Bristling Hydra, so that all seems pretty great. Assuming they don't kill my elf. Are you ready? Bonecrusher's ready. Got him for 3 mana. Alright. So that nerd is dead. And they're playing Pack Rat in their main deck. Oh, also worthy of note in this hand, it's Unthought Seizable. Wow. That's it. Alright. Well, we can still play Bonecrusher Giant, and it didn't take anything out of our hand, so. Legion's End. That seems like a terrible sideboard choice against us. Like, I guess I actually haven't played a single copy of Blossoming Defense against them, so. I think I lost Roy. Well, not the end of the world. Survived without him before, and I'll survive without him again.
How many Bone Crushers did I put in the sideboard?
3.
Okay.
Seems like a good number.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blitz of Champions, fine. Pack Rat, also fine. Oh, Pack Rat's great, because it means I get to fire off this Harness Lightning and kill it at some point.
Probably now?
Well, I'm actually going to swing in, and if they offer the trade here, I'm just going to take it.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, because then I just get to have a Bristling Hydra and a blank board, which is fine. And I'm going to play the Hydra, and if they start pack-ratting this turn, I'm actually okay with that too. Because once I draw something that gives a creature trample, I'm really not concerned.
Yeah.
And they're going to go down cards just to create chump blockers, which is really not something that I think is going to be a winning proposition for them. Heaven forbid if they try to put together a group block. They're just going to get crushed.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't drawn Voltaic Brawler a single time, but I really feel like more copies of it would be good in here. Spawn of Mayhem is
saved Harness Lightning.
Fine. Yeah, I was going to say, like, target acquired. Yeah, good. So I think I fire off the lightning first, just get that out of the way, and then crack in.
You might not have to spend as much energy if he decides to. No, actually, no. Yeah, just fire.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did the math right there, and that.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Pumping Bristling Hydra is not efficient from a damage point of view. Pumping Bristling Hydra is good because it gives it hexproof. And it's permanent. It does give it counters. So, again, they're not blocking, which seems really, really bad. Also, whatever that horrible crackling is.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
It's fine. It's just, like, right up in the microphone, and it was a frequency that got picked up really clearly. It's not the end of the world.
I've been alternating between mute and unmute while eating this donut.
Oh, I was wondering what was going on. So you went out for coffee, right? After you got up.
I woke up and just went out for coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. I've played last night I played Abzan mid-range. I got a good list for that, and I did a 3 and 2 on that list, and then today I did a Bring to Niv mid-range, and I 3-2'd on that as well. I should have gotten a... actually, I should have been able to go to 4-1 on the Abzan mid-range, but there was one match where my connection just stopped working, but only on Magic Online. So...
What?
Yeah, it was just a little bit... That's a tremendous draw. Okay.
There we go.
So let's go kill... Well, it depends on what they have, but yeah, it should be pretty close to lethal. God, I love attacking with Bonecrusher. It's just such a satisfying piece of art. That poor knight is so fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, what do you got? You gonna make a token of Pack Rat? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, they're 3/3s because of Mutavault. Oh, that's sick. Can we give them sick props for the synergy there? Man, I wish I could give...
They still lose their board.
Yeah, they're definitely losing their board here. They're gonna lose their board, and I think I'm gonna lose a single creature. No, wait. I just killed them. Cool.
You kill them if they don't... Yeah.
Yeah, so here's the best part. I kill them, and I don't even lose all my creatures. I'm going to keep my Longtusk Cub, and I'm going to generate more energy. Trigger.
Energy.
I believe we are 3-1 with this deck now, by the way.
What did we lose to?
We lost to Esper Control.
Weird.
No, not weird at all, because the draws we had were like 1 mana elf, fatal push, and I'm like, cool, I'm not playing anything until turn 4.
Okay, yeah, I can see.
Or it's like
where
turn 2 Longtusk Cub, and they're like fatal push, and I was like, cool, I'm not playing anything until turn 4, and then they're like Teferi. I'm like, yeah, that beats Infect.
Yep.
They weren't actually playing. They were playing Esper Control, but they were playing like the Esper Hero of Precinct 1 like mid range deck. This is the best hand I've had all league.
So it's pretty good.
Although in the very first match, I think you'd be proud of me because I basically went turn 1 tap land, turn 2 land, don't play Longtusk Cub. Turn 3 play Longtusk Cub with the Blossoming Defense up, and I won that game off of that.
That's so sweet. It's really hard gauging whether you want to get in for damage or just save your creature.
Yeah. And like obviously one of the flaws of this deck compared to an actual Infect deck is like
Its clock is much slower.
Yeah, clearly you don't have the same explosive power, right? Like not close. Yeah. It's really not. But
yeah,
you can play the same kind of game plan. And I think the thing that I've been running into is either I've been hitting good variants on the fact that like the people I'm playing against are just not very good, or they're just not used to the play patterns that this deck is generating. Okay, so we're gonna play Cub here, I think.
Is that a 3-2 or a 2-2?
It's a 3-2.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'd play Cub. I thought maybe attacking in would have profited, but no.
Well, I mean, if I throw Ghor-Clan Rampager.
Oh, it's +4/+4, yes.
Yeah.
I'd do that in Longtusk Cub.
Yeah? I can't do both.
Oh, you have to tap the elf, yes.
Yeah. So I'm just going to play the Longtusk Cub and sit back.
Cub. Yeah.
If I draw a second Aether Hub, I want this energy. So.
Yep.
Get
in there, Cub.
I love the Cub.
The flavor text on it is pretty sweet too. I think it's something like
it
they're
won't
not
be small forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
The other thing that I was thinking about is like initially I was like, oh man, this is going to be underwhelming. It's not going to be anywhere near as explosive as Infect.
Yeah.
But at the same time, none of the other decks are either.
No, that's I mean, so but what you I'll just take the 4. We're theoretically prepared to race. Especially with this hand. As long as we keep this Cub alive, we're in great shape.
Yeah.
So, Graveyard Marshal is exile a creature, get a tapped 2/2 black zombie. So
that's from their yard only, though.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
We're just going to crack in for 2 here. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's all I need to do. Yep, give me my energy. And then next turn we could go for 10, 11 to 13, which is not the best, depending on how hard they add to their board. Woof. All right. So Ghor-Clan is only on attacking creatures.
Yep.
I can trade my Llanowar Elf for one of these using Colossus. I think I'm going to do that, because otherwise...
kill the Lord of the Accursed.
Yeah?
Or...
This is a 5/4.
Probably more annoying. Yeah, it's a 5/4. I'd kill the Graveyard Marshal.
I think, well, so, and then the other issue is that it can give them more creatures.
Yeah, well, Graveyard Marshal killing Graveyard Marshal takes away the ability for them to use it or exploit it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if I kill another one of the creatures, not only am I leaving them with it, but I'm also giving it something to eat.
Yeah.
So, okay, Hashep Oasis. So, I can't Hashep Oasis and Rampage, so we're just going to crack in with this. We're probably not going to block again. If they do not block, we're going to pump it. Get him for 3. But we're definitely feeling a little out-aggroed here.
We'll get there.
Maybe. If I draw Fling, I can go for 16 next turn.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Can we top deck Fling?
You know the best part is that's definitely not even close to the first time anyone's ever said those words.
Oh no, I don't think you ever put Fling in your deck without aiming for this sky.
Oh jeez, that's okay. So we're dead,
Wait, why are
and
we dead?
so they can give all their zombies menace, and then they can attack us for 13.
But okay, so if we attack into it,
Yeah. Well, no,
might
if they
double
don't
block to
block.
fight off.
Yeah.
If they don't block, we're dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so we're just attacking, and then
Yeah.
we'll see what's up. Hopefully they block with. They didn't block with anything.
I can deal 12. No, that's only 12.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. No, we were on the draw, and they had a ridiculous power toughness draw, so that's fine.
I wonder why they're called 61 wheels.
Yeah, that's a good question. So Glorybringer seems good. Bonecrusher seems insane.
Bonecrusher looks good.
Yeah.
I think Pummler might be not so great in this matchup.
Yeah, and then one. Hazoret was A+ in my first match, by the way. She came up both games and wrecked them.
Oh yeah.
REKT wrecked them.
Is it worth adding another copy, or is one just fine?
I think one is fine.
Sweet.
I don't think you'd want to play more than one. I mean, the nice thing about Hazoret though is if you draw two, you just pitch the first one and the second one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But I think I'd really want to, if you're committed to playing Pummeler in the deck, I would really, really want to play Rhythm of the Wild or something.
Yeah. I understand. Well, now that you've taken it up for a spin, this makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I can see why Rhythm of the Wild wasn't put in the main.
Would you keep this, the 4-lander?
I would keep.
Okay. If they have Fatal Push, it's going to suck.
Well, you're not going to play Cub on turn.
Why wouldn't I? With this hand, it's literally like Cub or bust. I mean, I guess what we could do is just like Harness Lightning on turn 2 and 3, assuming that they play creatures into it, which they will.
Yeah.
And then play Cub on like 4 or 5, but that feels like really fucking weak.
But then when it comes down, that Cub's gonna be huge.
Yeah, but it would be just as big as if it had been in and attacking.
It's true,
that's the thing. Is like you want to play Cub as early as possible and be attacking with it. We're not playing it into this open mana, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And this is the thing I'm talking about. Where like this would be a way better plan if we had the ability to give our creatures haste.
Yes.
Because then you could go play like I'm gonna pool up like 8 energy, and then I play Pummler. If they try to kill it, I can give it hexproof. It has haste, and then you just crash in for like 1,000,000 damage. So, I think if we're going for the infect style combo kill in red green, that rhythm is something super good. And then you can play cool things like when in your sideboard you can play Skargan Hellkite.
Okay.
Because when you have that and you have Riot, then you can have it come in with a +1/+1 counter and haste. Yeah. So and then you like.
How much does the activated ability cost
4
to activate?
That's a sideboard card. That's a sideboard card.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna play the Cub here only because it would cost me an energy. But we will definitely play it next turn. And hopefully not draw more lands.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just a bit unfortunate. Like, that's clearly...
The way I view Attune with Aether is 1 mana to get 2 energy that cantrips, and the cantrip happens to be a land.
Yep. No, that's reasonable. Gonna fire this off, and then hopefully we get going here. I mean, that's not bad. I also, what was the other thing that was like blossoming defense? I really would want
Ranger's Guile.
+1/+1
and hexproof.
Was it from like M14? Sounds like M14
or M14.
Yeah. Sounds like it's like a core set card from a core set that I didn't play.
Definitely a core set card.
I know, but it sounds like a core set card from a core set I didn't play. Like that's exactly what that card sounds like.
Well, we're both right. It's in both.
Oh, okay. Well, that's tad unfortunate. Well,
oh no, our cup died.
Yeah. I mean, we're here now.
Go Ghor-Clan.
Yeah. We don't have any pummelers in the deck to take advantage of this mana, so hopefully we draw a Bristling Hydra. Hydra's been A+, I will say that much.
Yeah, Hydra seems like the top end we deserve. Well, Hazoret's the top end we deserve, but Hydra's pretty good too.
Hydra can be better, because there are ways to remove Hazoret that some of the mid-range decks are playing. Like most mid-range decks in this format play a way that removes Hazoret. Oh, that's a good draw. I think I fire off Hashep Oasis here.
Yeah, I would go for it.
And then I'm going to crack in for 7 with trample. If they don't block, I'm going to hit them for 7, but then I'm also going to kill their Diagraph Colossus because it starts generating zombies, and I really don't want that.
It's a cast trigger?
Yes. So I really want to do it now.
Yeah.
But I just sort of baited them into taking an extra chunk of damage there that they kind of didn't need to.
Yeah.
One of the other things this deck might be interested in playing is like an Experimental Frenzy in the sideboard, because as soon as you're playing as mono black, like Frenzies can be like lights out.
Okay.
You're a pretty low land count deck, and you have a lot of cheap spells. It's also like you can have like these combo style turns where you're like pump my guy, reveal the top, pump my guy, reveal the top, play a land, reveal the top, pump my guy. Actually, and with Rhythm of the Wild, you can keep playing haste creatures off the top.
Oh wow, yeah.
So that might be worth exploring. I mean, that's like 2 different enchantments in your deck that's like low on creature count and is playing a bunch of pump spells, but you know. Okay, so they're kind of letting us win this. I'm surprised they didn't group block there. They had like, I guess they were concerned about getting blown out on a combat trick. Please Swift End. Yeah.
Oh, they don't lose 2 life.
No, but they also don't get their lifelink Knight. Pretty okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, guess.
Oh, sick. They're cracking in. They're gonna take one damage on this exchange. Not a land. That is definitely not a land. Whether or not they block, I'm just cracking in with this. I'm not going to use it. I don't need to.
Yeah.
But we do have lethal next turn in theory.
Thanks for trying this deck out.
No, I mean I wanted to. I want to see if there's a cool Pioneer deck a la Roy. Please.
Is it promising?
I think it's at least interesting. Liliana,
Okay.
Untouched by Death. Target creature gets -X/-X, where X is the number of zombies you control. So that's only 2, so that's fine. They can gain life? Yeah. So they're going to mill the top 3, and if they flip at least 1 zombie, they gain 2, and I take 2. So they're at 7. They swing with Rider. They go to 9 again. They did not. Bonecrusher. Okay, does that... I'm going to swing at them, depending on how they block. I think what they're going to do is group block with both, because the next turn they can -3 this and play creatures out of their graveyard. But, okay. So, it doesn't matter how I assign blockers. It doesn't matter. So they go up to 9, they take 8, and I can make them take an extra... Or they're not going to take 8, but I have 8 power.
Are you using the Stomp or the... I think I'd use the Stomp so you can play the Giant.
Yeah, but I... Oh, right. Okay. That means they're going to take less damage. Yeah, that means they're going to take less damage this turn, but it means I'm more likely to kill them next turn. Yeah, that's a good choice, actually. So we kill the Dread Wanderer, and then we only trample for 1, and they gain 2. So they actually go up in life on this exchange, but we get to keep. Yeah, that's fine.
But they lose their board.
Yeah, they do.
I'm
I mean, they
losing
can replay it out next turn by minusing the Liliana, but
Yeah. But this way we get the Giant on board.
oh, they can't play that Murderous Rider. That's sweet.
Sick.
Yeah. I mean, they get to play a bunch of power and toughness out, but hopefully we can get there. On the negative side, if we want to target our Bonecrusher Giant, we take damage.
I think we'll live with it.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine at this point. All right, so Lifebane Zombie. That does nothing right now. In fact, that's a terrible play for them right now.
It's a green or a white creature?
Correct, and creature only.
Yeah.
That's the important point, though, is it only gets creatures out. If it got any card, then it would be really good right here, but it's not. I think they just died. I mean, we'll see, but I think they just died. So plus Liliana, they can go to 10. No, they haven't died, but they are not in great shape.
How are they surviving this?
So if they plus Liliana, they go up to 10, most likely. And then
we have 11 trample damage.
Oh, we have 12. Yeah. We have 12 damage, and then they can block 1. Yeah, you're right. That's possible. If they minus her, they can put 3 toughness on the battlefield. Which wait, but the Dread Wanderers come in tapped, so they can't block. So they can put 3 toughness and 2 lifelink. That would be the best thing they could do is play out this Murderous Rider.
Yeah.
So we'll see how scared they're gonna play here. But we also have a draw, right? So there's lots of outs in the deck still. The one thing
we're still not losing.
Yeah, so they're gonna play the Murderous Rider, which is pretty scared, but Diagraph. Oh, that's gonna be really big. Okay. Did not think of that one.
How big is it? It's an 8/8?
Yeah.
You can take care of it.
I mean, yeah. We'll see what our draw step is. Not a land. That's not a land.
Oh my god.
Yes, Roy. Oh, your god. Hazoret she be.
She's so good.
Oh, Dog Mom, get in there. Dog Mom. Game? I think so. It's almost definitely game. I'm gonna go Mathis for blockers here, but I'm pretty sure there's no possible way they can survive this. So if they block Hazoret with Diagraph, no, they just scooped. Cool. Sweet. So if I wanted to math it out though, so the best case scenario, they block Hazoret with Diagraph, and then they block one of these other. Oh, they block the Bonecrusher Giant with Lifebane Zombie, and then I just Colossus the remaining creature. Yeah, that's exactly how that goes down.
At least 8 gets through.
Yeah. And actually, I can Colossus the Bonecrusher Giant, and I'll take 2, but it'll survive, and actually we net more damage that way.
I think this major case for Rhythm of the Wild is even stronger.
Yeah, I just think haste creatures in general would give this deck a big boost.
Is a Beast worth inclusion in the sideboard? Questing Beast?
Yeah, probably. Or even in the main deck. But the problem is then you're getting very close to just playing like the Gruul mid-range deck.
Yeah, exactly. No, but that's why I'm considering it as a sideboard plan.
Yeah.
Like boarding into Gruul mid-range.
Yeah, well,
like,
and then
my idea.
I was thinking that probably playing 1 copy of Embercleave in the main deck is probably pretty good.
Okay. Isn't it going to cost like 5 most times?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's so fucking good. Like,
it is.
I mean, you're not wrong, but like, I don't know. I just feel like 1 copy of Embercleave would not go amiss.
It just feels like playing Become and said mono green, in fact.
Yeah.
Which is a horrible, horrible, horrible thing to do.
Right. Well, we can do better than that.
Yep.
And they did not mulligan, so we're gonna be.
Yep. Keep.
Yeah, that's much better. We're gonna
the blocking defense.
I don't want to, but yeah. Man, this Voltaic Brawler is gonna have infinite mana. That's right. That was a misclick, but we're okay. We're okay. We got another main phase. It's fine. It's all good. Gonna shack. Gonna tune. I'm going to get a second green. Got Glorybringer, which is almost definitely going to get like Thoughtseize, but if it doesn't, that'll be great. Please play Graveyard Marshal so I can Bonecrusher it. Relentless Dead is fine. That's acceptable.
That's good enough.
Yeah. Wait, buddy. I've never been so happy to see the card Bristling Hydra, and that's like one of the things that's been like great about this deck. Is this has been a joy to play it.
Sweet.
And it's like really like,
Mission
like
accomplished.
most of the matches are just going to go in quick.
Yeah,
Well,
that's another sweet thing.
You're just kind of trying to put it together this like goofy combo kill.
I like decks where the turn count is low, not necessarily the game count.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the turn count being low means it's really efficient for running leagues, right?
Yeah.
Which it's not my kind of deck, generally speaking, and you know, I really couldn't tell you why. Like, I don't know why I like playing the decks that I do, but mostly
Just
I like
massive.
playing like monotonous, like grindy mid-range and control decks.
I see the appeal behind it, but I just save that for draft.
But draft is so random, and like I actually like the opposite in draft. I want to get like I like to play really aggressive decks in draft because then my opponent's having like middling drafts with you know their motley crew of stuff, and I'm just like, here's a 1/1 on turn 1 and a 2/2 on turn 2 and a 3/3 on turn 3, and it just like kills people all the time.
Yeah.
All right, so
It's like that sick mono red deck I had.
here's an interesting turn. I think we just jam with Voltaic Brawler and plus it.
Yeah. Yes.
And then
I think you can do that and play the giant.
Yeah. Well, we're so I'm assuming here that they're gonna do something about this, and I'm probably gonna have to play the Blossoming Defense, which with this hand I'm not concerned about doing. Using that 1 energy was fine because I have a Bristling Hydra, which is okay. So do I fire off the Blossoming Defense here into their potential Swift End, or do I just let this happen?
I think you just hold on to it and play Bristling Hydra.
Yeah, that actually seems like a good play. Yeah, I'm going to trample for 2, and yeah. Problem is they're going to start drawing cards with Crypt Breaker, which I'm less than excited about happening. But
just makes our job easier.
Yeah. Yeah. So
not really.
I do like the fact that we're gonna go Hydra into
Glorybringer
to
attack you for
9. Exactly. And the thing is, Hydra is so sick in these matchups just because it doesn't require mana. It's so good.
Yeah,
like
that's what I like
they can never remove it. Like but Longtusk it just gets a single +1/+1 counter from 2 energy, which is nowhere near as effective.
I do like the Hydra better.
Yeah, but like obviously it's twice the mana, right?
Yeah.
Also, the Cub generates energy, which the Hydra does not. Okay, so when we swing, we're banging their Crypt Breaker, right? Like 10 out of
10. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about Relentless Dead.
What? Why?
Don't want to kill their. No, we don't care about the don't.
Okay, why is there horrible wind in your microphone? I don't know what's happening.
Oh, is it still there?
No, it's gone now.
Okay, it was the fan.
All right. So what was your argument there for killing the Relentless Dead?
The Lord.
Oh, you mean the Lord of the Accursed?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you know what? That's probably way better. I mean, Crypt Breaker is how they're drawing cards. That's my beef. But
they're gonna draw a card either way right now.
Yeah, and this gets a maximum amount of power and toughness off the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what they should do here is they should activate Crypt Breaker and then tap the 3 zombies, or.
Well, I guess they're just gonna rebuy this thing. Is that how that card works? Relentless
No,
Dead?
so Relentless Dead itself has to die.
I thought just any creature. Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. No, so they're doing the play that I suggested. So they're going to discard a card, make a 2/2, and then they're going to tap their 3 current creatures to draw a card.
Yeah.
But this is going to cost them 1 life and put them even further behind.
Yeah, they're taking 10 this turn, probably.
No, I'm just going to have them take 8.
Oh,
Okay.
plus the 1. So yeah, and then this just makes them super dead next turn. All the pump in our hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So when they block this Hydra, we can get a 10 power. So I think at minimum this turn we completely blow out their board. Oh, they're attacking with creatures. Oh,
We
they
can deal 12.
might be
No?
dead. Yeah.
4, 8, 10.
Fans back.
Oh crap.
It's just really obnoxious through the microphone.
No, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, things got even better, Roy.
Oh dear God.
I think we just won. I think we just
Yep.
4-1'd with this deck, by the way, with basically no sideboard.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. Like, I just took it as it was, and I just kind of assumed you would be online to tell me what to do with it, and then you telling me what to do with it when I was halfway through the league was, oh no, that's not really a sideboard. That's like a maybe board.
Yeah.
So
more.
they weren't planning on me being able to do anything here, and what I'm going to do is kill them. Got it.
Yes.
So
Doesn't it feel great just killing someone out of nowhere?
And then give a hex. Oh no! Come back, opponent! No!
You could have given it hexproof 3 times.
I know. All right. Well, look at that.
Sick.
So yeah, look at this. Look at this sideboard. It's like 7 of the cards were basically useless. But I respect the having them there, but I actually think that some number of Ramunap Ruins might be okay in the main deck.
Ramunap Ruins could be,
I want to say like 2 copies somewhere along this mana base. So like maybe 1 Hashep Oasis goes out and 1 mountain. You want 1 mountain so you can fetch it with an Attune.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, it generally felt like it was pretty good, and it did its thing. It was actually kind of more resilient than the red-green prowess deck because of the ability to sort of play the...
Oh, it's got hexproof, yeah.
Yeah, and the way to... Yeah, it's got hexproof, but it also has this ability to kind of play slower.
It can also pump their creatures without mana.
Yeah.
Or cards.
Well, yeah, that's another huge thing. Yeah. So the one thing I would want to do is get some copies of like Rhythm of the Wild in here. So like we've got the one of Become Immense, which was super clutch in one game. It was, but I would either want
come up a lot though.
Yeah, I would either want like a second copy of it or none. And then
do you think it's worth taking out the Voltaic Brawler for a Rhythm of the Wild?
I think so. I think possibly the 2 could go there. And then maybe Fling.
How was the Mana Dork?
The Mana Dorks were okay. They were generally fine. They got killed a lot.
Do we want 5?
5 would be the number I would start with. 5 or 6. Okay. But like 5 felt okay.
Because Fling has just seen nope.
But I didn't draw it. I think the one time I drew it, I pitched it to a discard because it was in my hand early. Yeah. And like Fling is really good with Bristling Hydra and Ghor-Clan Rampager, right? Like because they're already pretty big.
I just realized.
Yeah, you didn't put any in. I don't think you should though. And here's the thing: I don't think you should. I think Fling is better than TBR.
Yeah, I think Fling is better in this. I think Fling is the TBR.
I think the 3 things I'd want to try in these slots are 2 Rhythms and 1 Embercleave. I think that's what I would want to try. And just see how that
definitely
feels.
On board with Rhythm of the Wild.
Yeah.
I just think Embercleave is
going to be too expensive.
I think it's just going to cost like at least 5 mana.
Yeah, but the thing is, it gives double strike and trample. Like, and for 5 mana, like I'm not sure that's not good enough. I don't think that
we were stuck on 4 lands. We peaked at 4.
Yeah, but you have these mana dorks you can attack with from time to time, which I guess is net 0 on.
But our mana dorks is usually part of that 4 mana.
Yeah. Anywho, I'm gonna pop up the other thing. I'm gonna go to the washroom, and we're gonna set up for Abzan Delirium.
Sure, sweet.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be back in a minute. So I'll see you in a second.